Well, we were out, we had really an idea that it was going to be a day of significant migrant activity because we'd had a few days of really bad weather where none of these small boats could get off the French beaches and make it across to the UK. So effectively they're piling up, ready to go. And the second they had a day that was kind of half sort of clear and the waves weren't too high, then they could make it across, and that's indeed what happened. And at first light, we saw the first of the boats coming across. We actually came across a 9-metre long inflatable boat with 22 people on board, most of them men, a couple of women and one child.
Were they wearing life jackets?
They were wearing life jackets, but they'd obviously been out on the sea some time. They were frozen. They switched their engine off and asked for the rescue services to be called because that's what they're told to do by the people smugglers. Do that, you'll then be guaranteed a search and rescue response, and they will pick you up and take you to the UK. The trouble for them was that there were multiple incidents being reported at the same time. So all of the border force vessels, the lifeboats, were all tied up on different calls. So it was an hour and a half after we came across that boat before they could actually come out and pick them up. There was a Coast Guard helicopter that came overhead to assess the scene as well, because this young child was clearly very, very cold. It was absolutely freezing out there in the middle of the channel. But still, you know, they get pushed out into the sea to make it. Now, the interesting thing and the tragic thing about this small boat, it had set off from the very same stretch of beach that the boat just a few hours earlier had also set off from, but only made it to the halfway point when it capsized or started sinking. The people that were on the boat that we saw were Iranian and Iraqi Kurds. Those that were on the boat that sank were also, we understand, mainly Kurdish as well. So it's very possible that they may have known some of the people that had drowned. I mean, it's absolutely tragic, but it is an issue that needs to be addressed, or there's going to be more in the way of loss of life in the months ahead.